It's Vandenberg right here on your Classic Metal Show with some pedal to the metal, pal.
Not our best musical segment ever, that's for damn sure.
Yeah, well, that tune, being that I hadn't heard it before.
Yeah.
It was very Weird Al Yankovic-ish. That's what it reminded me of.
I would say, I'll be nice. Stevie has better songs.
Well, it is true, but that's kind of what it reminded me of, is something that you'd hear from Weird Al Yankovic.
Just eat it.
Yeah.
Just eat it. Yeah, no, it is what it is, whatever. Whatever. Some people liked it. Some people liked Stevie on the show. Others hated him. Whatever. I thought he was fun.
Yeah, he's just, he's just one of us. He's just he's just a blue collar working guy, just trying to make ends meet, whether it's performing as a singer, frontman, or working behind the scenes and trying to keep a little record label alive, to obviously driving Uber.
Yeah. Sorry we didn't have a comedian on to keep you rolling in the funny, you douches. Shut up. We're going to do what we want on the show. We do enough good shit that you keep listening, you fucksticks. So
yeah, pal.
If you don't like it, just wait. There's something just around the corner that's amazing.
Exactly.
So shut the fuck up, chat room, you cunts.
Was somebody in there complaining?
They're all complaining.
Really? They didn't like Stevie on the show?
Oh, no one's paying attention. Everyone's falling asleep. They're boring tonight. They're lousy. Show jumped the shark. Shut up.
The show jumped the shark. Did somebody actually type that?
I don't think somebody typed that. I'm just making that one up.
The show jumped the shark.
Whatever. We jumped the shark a long time ago. I'm so fucking fat I couldn't jump over a goldfish. So fuck you.
That's funny.
I jumped over a lint ball, and that's as far as I'm jumping, you fucks. So shut up.
That's funny.
Yeah. See? We're back above the shark again.
Yeah.
We're not jumping it. We're running from it.
What's really funny is that people use that term, but they don't have any idea what the origin of that is.
I know. Most of the people that use it were not around in 1978 or whenever that fucking episode of Happy Days was.
Yeah.
When would that have been?
It was close to the end of the 70s.
Yeah, and boy, here, let's talk about something topical. Let's talk about the second tier Happy Days seasons. Boy, that show got awful, didn't it, at the end when they brought in Ted McGinty to play the teacher, and Fonzie was a teacher.
Yeah.
Chachi and Joni were fucking, and and like Mr. C was there, but I don't think the mom was still in it, and Richie was gone, and I think Malf and
Potsy and Ralph.
Yeah, they brought in Mork from Ork to have a little fucking intergalactic play.
Yeah, well, they went to college, and Richie got involved with what was her name, Jo Beth or something?
Yeah, Mary Beth.
Mary Beth or Jo Beth or
something. Who knows? Yeah, who knows? It was fucking terrible.
Well, the problem was the kids. Yeah. Quote unquote, the kids were no longer just kind of fun-loving teenagers. They were now young adults.
Yeah. And
so it became a young adult theme. It wasn't the goofy hijinks of being a teenager anymore.
Yeah. It was just so bad, though, at the end. Fonzie trying to be a teacher. Hey, what are you telling me? You don't know the answer to the question? Hey! It's like, shut the fuck up with this shit.
Yeah. He was just a greaser, mechanic, motorcycle guy, and now he's a teacher.
Exactly. Phil Weber hit it on the head. Anytime Ted McGinley gets on a TV series, it goes to shit.
Well, that's the death knell of any TV series, is to bring Ted McGinley in.
Yeah, he really does fucking kill shows, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's the show killer.
You just wonder if TV executives don't just say, we want to end this. Let's bring him in.
Yeah, he's the cooler.
Yeah, because he did ruin Married with Children, too. Boy, those years without Steve, when they had, what was his name, Jefferson?
Yeah.
Oh, those years were fucking awful. Just bad. What? Ralph Malph is trans? Get the fuck out of here.
Well, have you ever, speaking of the Cooler, have you ever seen the movie The Cooler with what's the guy from Shameless? William H. Macy.
Yeah. I've seen the movie, but I know William H. Macy.
Yeah. He's a bad luck guy. Now, you've seen the movie Fargo, yeah?
Fargo, yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's kind of like this. He plays the same type of character as he does in Fargo.
Okay.
He's just kind of a down and out, schlubby guy, just, no self-esteem, just kind of a sorry excuse for a human being.
Nice.
And he works at a casino. I believe it's in Reno, Nevada.
Mm-hmm.
And he's the Cooler. And his karma is so bad that if anybody's having a good streak at a table,
okay,
all he has to do is walk over there into the mix, and everything goes to shit.
Very nice.
He cools down the action because his vibe is just so bad that it just like sucks the life out of the room.
He's like an old school mush.
Yeah, more. Yeah, I believe Alec Baldwin is in it as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to look that one up. The Cooler, huh?
The Cooler, yeah. William H. Macy.
Is it on one of the streams? Do you know?
I don't know that answer. I have it on DVD. It's not a new movie. It's been around, it's probably 12, 15 years old, maybe.
Okay.
Look it up. I think it's like 2002 or something, maybe. Maybe it might be even older. I'm not really sure.
The Cooler movie. It is 2003.
Yeah, I was close.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to have to watch this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got 3.5, almost 4 stars.
Yeah. So he meets a chick, and he gets laid for the first time in his life.
All right.
And she's like really giving up the puss,
Right.
I mean, she lets him bend her like a Gumby doll. And it changes his whole outlook and disposition in life, and now he's the happy-go-lucky guy, and his bad luck is no longer with him anymore.
Got himself a little bit of stank on the hanger.
He did.
Blackjacks in a row.
He got his Twinkie stinky.
Right.
And that changed his whole outlook in life, and his disposition changed, and now he was the happy Cooler, and, his bad luck didn't drag the casino down anymore.
He's the warmer now.
Yeah, more or less. And so the casino owner had to get rid of his chick.
Oh, nice.
Because it's like, you're destroying my guy who could save us a lot of money. He used to be a down and outer. Now you've, shared your puss with him, and now he's happy.
So beat it, bitch.
Yeah, and take your puss with you.
Yeah. Take that smelly fish stank out of my casino, you whore. Stop making this guy feel good with your fucking swelled up tuna.
Yeah.
Beat it.
It's the power of the puss, man.
Yeah, well, there's truth to that. Dude, you ever just been in one of those moods where you're just in a shitty mood and you just fucking tap some ass and then you're just better?
Yeah, it's what Huey Lewis sang about. The power of love is a mysterious thing. It can make one man how's it go?
One man, I don't know, burn and another one sing or something?
Yeah, something like that. It makes one man sad and another man sing or something.
That's the power of love.
Exactly.
I'm looking up the lyrics right now. Power of love, Huey lyrics. It's power of love is a curious thing. Makes one man weep, makes another man sing.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, there we go.
Yeah.
Tougher than diamonds, whips like cream. Stronger and harder than a bad girl's dream. Jesus, Huey. Pull that song up.
The power of love.
I never realized this song was about fucking.
How could you have not known that?
Because I don't really listen to Huey Lewis.
Well, but it was a hit. I'm sure you heard it on the radio.
Look, obviously, I knew. Dude, this is my my Harry Chapin moment.
Yeah.
Because like with Harry, I never realized all his songs were morbidly horrible.
Well, interesting enough, that is the number one rated song on Spotify. 106 million plays.
People like Pussy.
Of course. How do you think I knew this song?
I guess.
It's about banging. It's like, yeah, when you're banging, it's good. Yeah, you're all happy and giddy, but when that pussy goes bad, it makes you weep.
Yeah, it does.
Here we go.
Let's play some of that.
So it changes your heart into a little white dove.
Yeah, no shit. Now, how come you didn't rhyme that somehow with a velvet glove or something?
Right.
Wraps on your dick like a velvet glove.
Right, exactly. A velvety glove hand job.
That's right.
Tougher than diamonds, rich like cream, stronger and harder than a bad girl's dream.
It's a line you like, right?
Yeah, I like that.
Stronger and harder than a bad girl's dream.
Yeah, she's taking it hard.
Yeah.
That's a hard fucking reverse cowgirl smacking.
Exactly.
Like it.
Make a bad one good, make a wrong one right. Power of love will keep you home at night.
The power of love will keep you home at night.
You know, I'm thinking about going out unless you want to throw me that pussy. 'Cause that power of love's going to keep me right here.
Exactly.
Let's do some Netflix and fuck.
Yeah.
Jeez.
The boys asked me to go out and have some drinks with them, but if you're going to sling some puss tonight, I'll stay here.
I can go out and have fun with my friends, or I can just fucking drain you of all your fucking pussy fluids.
Exactly.
Fuck yeah.
Don't need money, don't take fame, don't need no credit card to ride this train. It's strong and it's sudden and it's cruel sometimes, but it might just save your life. That's
I don't know about the whole credit card and all that stuff.
You definitely need those.
Yeah, that's definitely a catalyst.
But if you do have those, that's definitely the power of cum. That's for sure.
Well, that does work miracles.
It does. And if you've got all those things, she'll give you the power of cum.
Yeah. Chicks do like affluent guys or guys that appear to be affluent anyway.
Yeah, they'll spend your money and suck your dick for it. That's for damn.
That is true. Hail and kill, caller. You're on the air.
Yeah, boys. Lou from the Lou.
What's up,
I gotta
Lou
tell
from
you,
the
man.
Lou? All right. Well, speak the truth, Lou. Bring the truth.
Well, boys, you know, there really is nothing better than the power of some good pussy. I mean, God, Friday, last night, I actually went out and I didn't get any stink on my hand lobe, but I got a little bit of stink finger. Didn't sink the pink, but gonna see each other next weekend, so maybe it'll seal the deal.
All right.
And,
is this a dating situation for you?
Yes.
So how long has this been going on?
Since the past weekend.
All right. So you just met this girl.
Yes.
All right. And how long have you known her? Just not dated her, but just known her?
I was chasing her for a few weeks before she finally broke her down.
All right. So you got your finger in her snatch? Is that what you're telling us?
Yes.
And kind of play out the situation. Where and how do you get your finger in her snatch? Is this like some fondling around on the couch, or were you in the car, or did you just walk up and grab her by the pussy like our great president, or how did that work?
Just a little making out in the car when I dropped her off.
Well, what was she wearing? Was she wearing a dress?
No, She had on jeans, but was able to, unfasten.
So you were able to unbutton her jeans and slide your hand down the front of her pants.
Yes, I was.
And this was encouraged by her?
She wasn't saying no.
Did you have to slide your hand underneath a gunt?
No gunt, no fupa, none of that kind of stuff.
All right, just making sure, Lou.
All right. Was she wearing panties?
Yeah.
Was she wearing panties?
Oh, yes.
What do you mean, oh, yes? I mean, either she was or she wasn't. I mean, it's...
She was.
All right, it's not
I'm like Chris.
It's not a given. I mean, some chicks go, commando.
Oh, yeah, I know that. But, man, I'm like Chris. I like the panties, especially a T-shirt and panties. That's the best look on a woman.
Uh-huh. And so once you got your fingers and invaded the snatch, what did you do? Was it for the purpose of getting her off, or did you? What was the deal here?
Played with the bean a little bit, flicked it, got her wet.
And then what?
And then
making out and all that, but she let me know it wasn't going to go any farther that night.
Well, I know, but did it do anything for her, or did she just let you get her your finger? Well, come on, Lou,
got
forward.
Some moaning, got some. Well, man, next time I'll just videotape it and send it to you guys.
Did she get off?
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Yes.
Did you get a handful of blood when you brought it back?
Yes.
You had a handful of blood?
No pud, no, man.
No blood, blood.
Just no blood. No, hell no. I'm not a vampire. I'm not like I'm not like Chris. I'm not into pork products or blood, red wings, whatever.
But if you had slid your hand down there, you didn't know ahead of time that she's not bleeding.
Well, if I would have felt a damn cotton wad, then it would have been time to abort the mission. I mean,
yeah, but what if she didn't have one? What if she was just fucking free flapping it?
Or she had she had a tampon going on.
Yeah.
The game's postponed, rains away, something.
Not a chance. Not a chance. I'd drink that like a fucking vodka cran.
Oh, gross.
So how old of a woman is this?
73.
Shit, no, man, this shit wasn't dry. I mean, it was no mothball smelling puss. I mean,
Nice.
God.
So how old?
73. Think I'm within my age range.
It doesn't matter.
I'm 44.
Yeah. Well, how old is she?
No more than 5 years older than my age range.
Why are you so evasive
44.
with that question?
I don't think he knows. You don't know how old she is.
I do know.
Well,
So
we
how
don't.
old is
well,
she?
43.
Well, we don't know.
43.
Well, we don't know who she is or anything. So what difference does it make?
No, 43.
Wait a minute. You finger banged that 43-year-old chick in St. Louis? Everybody knows her.
Yeah, she knew. Neeley finger banged her 20 years ago when she was only 20.
White woman?
Oh, yes, white woman. I'm not into the dark meat.
Jesus, what is this, a turkey?
I'm into the white. Yeah, well, speaking of dark meat, tell you what a good mood I'm in.
Wait a minute. I'm not done with this yet.
Hold on.
Is she shaved?
A landing strip.
All right.
Is that okay with you?
Yeah, that's fine with me. I don't want a fucking tarantula down there. I don't want to have to take a bush hog or whatever down there.
Hedge clippers, weed whacker.
Weed whacker. Yeah, I don't need that. Bush hog.
Was she wearing full cut panties or were they small panties?
They were small panties. They weren't granny panties. It wasn't a thong. There was, some material there.
And
Does she have a tramp stamp?
No tramp stamp, no.
All right, so she's not a total goer. Okay.
So how did this end then? How did the evening end?
Well, kiss goodnight and great to see each other again. And we've been in communication.
I just finger banged you in my car. All right, have a good night.
Lou walked into his house holding his hand out in front of him real hard, like up to smell it.
Yeah, I ain't washed it since.
Did you? Be honest, Lou. Did you, when you got in your house, put that fucking finger under your nose and take a big giant sniff?
Dude, I took it as soon as I pulled it out.
There you go. Good man, Lou. Show her who's boss.
So, hell.
Hell.
So you went right then and there. I mean, but yeah, like I said, in such a good mood since then. What potentially could be happening that a bunch of a family of niggers moved into town, and I don't even care.
Jesus.
So a little power of the snatch changed your whole attitude.
Yeah, I mean, I can still do without them, but a little bit more tolerable. Pink makes the brown go down better.
So because you finger banged a new chick with the potential of more, the fact that a black family moved in close to you doesn't bother you.
No, hell, you know what? She gives me anal. I may go out and adopt a couple monkeys down in Africa.
Jesus Christ. She lets you get anal, you'll move them in.
Yeah, like I said, hell, I'll make it a United Nations in my place. Go get me a chink, a little monkey, a little stick. It'll be We Are the World around here, man.
So what you're trying to say is good pussy makes the world go round. Is that what you're saying, Lou?
Yeah, it does.
So basically, yeah. Huey Lewis is, he's got to step up his game with the power of love. You, on the other hand, are the United Nations of love.
United Nations of pussy, I guess. I mean, love. We ain't throwing that word around yet. I mean, I love pussy, so I guess there is love.
So when do you think you're going to seal the deal and tag that?
I'm eyeballing this upcoming weekend. Tag it, bag it, and give a cab fare.
How many times between now and then are you going to jerk your dick thinking about it? Be honest.
Goddamn, let me see how many times I have since, well, shit, I got to put the phone down and use my other hand to keep track, take off my shoes. So.
What do you think? How many times will you jerk off? How many times this week do you think you're going to jerk off before you actually get to bang her? At least 4, right?
Well, let me see. 5 days, I take a shower a day, probably about 5 times.
Yeah.
All right. And every single time you'll be running scenarios in your head of how it's going to go?
Yes.
There you go.
All right, Lou. Condom, no condom?
Yeah.
A condom the first few times so I know for sure that she's clean. And
now, how will you know?
Tied
well, wait a minute.
Or she's got a blockade.
Well, how will you know if she's clean? What proof do you need to know that?
Can I have that condom tested?
Just asking her, knowing her history. When was the last time somebody's been up in that before me? And how many times?
You're gonna ask her that. How many times was somebody up in that, and what race were they? Are you really going to have that conversation?
In a roundabout way, sugar-coat it.
How does that go? Give me a sugar-coated way of asking that, and what situation can you ask that question? Is it over dinner? Is it in the movies? In the car? How do you even bring that up?
In the car, conversation, just,
Oh, by the way,
start...
how many times has somebody been up in that thing, and what race were they, by the way?
Well, more like, when was your last boyfriend? When was your last serious boyfriend? How many... have you dated a lot? What race are they?
She'll be jerking him off, and he'll go, so, does that look like the last cock you had in your hand? What was that anyway? Was it black? Come on, Lou.
Did he speak English? Did he... So.
Did he speak English? Oh, shit.
Holy shit. Lou, you're a funny guy.
But, these are important things you got to find out.
Holy shit.
Apparently, this
Lou,
camp.
you literally have me crying over here. I have tears in my eyes. Oh, my God.
Yeah, well, some bad pussy make you cry, too. Take them pants off and it hits you like a fish market. Oh, God.
Has that happened to you, Lou?
Well, I dated once. I thought I'd change it up a little bit, try a girl with a little meat on the hoof. And
What is that? A little meat on the hoof? She was a little chunky? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, man, I made the mistake of a hot, sweaty day. We're out to the zoo. You take her home and good night.
Out at the zoo?
Yeah, took her to the zoo and walk in the zoo, just shit chicks want to do.
Yeah, well, I'll relate to that, Lou. I will relate to that.
Oh, yeah, you will. Yeah, Fort Wayne.
Yeah, sure. And Pittsburgh.
Well, we got a couple here. We got the zoo. Well, we got the zoo in Ferguson. Got the zoo in East St. Louis. Got the zoo in North St. Louis. So, there's plenty of wildlife running around here.
And in your backyard, apparently.
Well, a few houses over.
Jesus.
So, I wish it could have been a couple faggots, because at least then your property value will go up.
Yeah. And they shower regularly, usually.
Yeah, they do. Huh? They got to shower the shit off their dicks. So, but all right. Well, my manager's coming into the room telling me it's time to go. So
all right. Well, Lou, keep us posted. Let us know if you get a little stinky Twinkie going on there.
Yeah, I will. Speaking of stinky Twinkie, that's one thing for all women. That's the best advice I can give to any woman out there is wash that fucking thing. All right, you want us to go down, you got to wash that shit. So.
Advice from Lou. Advice from Lou from the Lou.
Yes, wash that thing.
But,
all right, manager. Hail and kill. Fuck you, pal. Hand job.
Wow, Lou from the Lou breaking up Neeley.
Look at that. Breaking in some new puss.
Yeah, no kidding. How about that?
Who's been all up in that thing, and what race?
Phil Weber hit that on the head, too. Wash that shit. Like Granny telling Ellie Mae what to do. Go wash the dishes.
Yeah.
Go wash the clothes.
Go wash your hands and set the table.
Go wash your pussy.
Oh, my God.
All this from a Huey Lewis song.
I know.
Jesus Christ.
See what prompts discussion?
That's the power of love.
Right.
Love. That's the power of love. First time you feel it, it might make you sad. Next time you feel it, it might make you mad.
What's the words there, Chris?
First time you feed it, it might make you sad. Next time you feed it, it might make you mad. Is feeding it sticking your dick in it?
I think so.
So first time you stick your dick in it, make you sad. Why would it make you sad?
I don't know.
In the first time, I don't think I've ever been sad the first time I got a new chick.
Maybe it was a pity fuck.
He needs to change that word from sad to glad. I know
Right.
It's been 40 years, but that song might need some editing.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that make more sense? First time you feed it, it might make you glad.
I don't know.
Next time it definitely make you mad because next time it comes with conditions.
True.
That second time on, she's like, well, you didn't buy me dinner, so I'm not giving that to you.
Right.
Fucking horse.
You'll be glad, baby, when you're found. That's the power makes the world go round.
All right. What's the words there?
You'll be glad, baby, when you found that that's the power that makes the world go around. Boy, do they know that.
It's like, yeah, you suckered me in. Now I'm a slave.
I wonder if this is him banging a chick for the first time.
I don't know.
And, like, she's a little upset that she gave up the pussy, but then shortly after, she figured out that gave her complete control over this useless dude.
Pretty much.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Don't take money, don't take fame, don't need no credit card to ride this train. It's strong and it's sudden, it can be cruel sometimes, but it might just save your life.
How's that go now?
It's strong and it's sudden and it's cruel sometimes, but it might just save your life. I don't know about all that. I get the part about it being cruel.
Well, maybe if you're suicidal or something, or you're kind of down and out, and you're thinking, I'm gonna go goodbye, cruel world, and some girl slings some puss at you. It's just like, it kind of changed my mind. I want to live now.
Pussy felt good. Maybe I'll stay another day.
Yeah, gives me a reason to live.
Yeah, it could be.
They say that all in love is fair, yeah, but you don't care.
All right, now that has real meaning. Come on. They say that all in love is fair, but yeah, you don't care. Of course they don't. It's like, yeah, we're supposed to be equal here. And then she's like, well, I got the pussy. I don't give a fuck what you think. You want this pussy, you'll do what I say.
Yeah.
That's how it goes in most relationships, I think. Most young ones.
You got to clean out that extra spare room and get rid of all that rock memorabilia there, Jackal.
Yeah, Jackal, you're not getting the power of love tonight.
Yeah, clean that room out and get rid of that shit.
Throw all that night demon shit in a box. Fucking beat it if you want some pussy.
Right. Better yet, I've thrown some big green hefty bags in there. Fill them up.
Fill them up with your Judas Priest crap.
Right. I'm not going to have that in my house.
Either fill the bags with Priest or you won't be praying to this love fucking hole.
But you know what to do when it gets hold of you.
But you know what to do when it gets hold of you. Yeah, cave in. Give up everything.
Exactly.
That's what guys do. They cave in. They give up everything. Oh, that pussy's so good. Here's my bank account.
Right.
Here's the pin to my credit card. Here's everything. Here's my car.
And with a little help from above, you feel the power of love.
Now, is that help from above a blowjob instead of just
I don't know.
pussy?
I don't know.
Or is that you praying to God that you get that pussy again?
Well, it might be the whole heaven sent thing. Oh, you were heaven sent. Just when I needed you most, here you are. You were heaven sent. You were sent from above.
Man, Lord, I'll do anything if you just give me that pussy one more time. Because that's the power of love, your highness.
Exactly. Hail and kill caller, you're on the air.
Yes, this is Jose, and I was the last woman with Lou. I was the last man with Lou's woman. She got my burrito and threw the puss at me, and then she was living la vida loca.
You hear that, Lou?
Hail and kill, and fuck you, pal, and hand job.
What have we created here? What have we created?
See what was all up in there, Lou? Are you going to hit that now?
Jose checking in.
Jose. Well, it's a good thing Trump deported him.
Yeah, thank God.
After he was all up in that.
Yep.
Right.
Feel the power of love. Can you feel it?
What's that line there?
Tougher than diamonds and stronger than steel.
All right.
I would hope not. Imagine going down on a tough pussy. Oh, that would feel terrible, going down on a tough pussy.
Stronger than steel.
Imagine going down on a chick and it fucking felt like beef jerky or something. Just all fucking rough and raw.
Yeah.
Like a fucking horse saddle or something.
Rough and ready. Well, thanks, Huey, for creating a whole segment here on the Classic Metal Show that was completely unplanned.
Do you think other people look at that song and think about it as just a fucking song about pussy?
No.
I would think nobody in history.
No, it's just us.
Just us sick fucks that think about pussy, about everything.
Of course, we broke it down. We analyzed it like a Harry Chapin song, just like you pointed out.
Might be a new segment.
Yeah.
Give me the Harry bumper real quick.
The Harry bumper?
Yeah, give me that Harry bumper. We might have to use that for other people's songs now.
All right, let me pull it up here.
That was Huey Lewis in the news.
Yeah, Huey Lewis. Happy Time with Harry.
Yeah.
Whoop.
What's that?
That was just
hip to be square.
That was the Spotify.
It was hip to be square.
Yeah. The Spotify is still playing. Happy Time with Harry?
Yes.
Here we go. Let's see here. Damn it.
Fuck. Is it not playing?
No. Hang on a minute.
It's Happy Hour, a happy musical interlude with folk legend and all-around upbeat guy, Harry Chapin.
It's 20 days today. Mama does not hold me anymore. I open my mouth, but I am too weak to cry. Above me, a bird slowly crawls across the sky. Why is there nothing now to do but die?
Have a nice day, everybody.
What a fucking awful song.
Have a nice day, everybody.
What an awful song.
It is. Hail and Kill caller, you're on the air.
Hey, guys, I have 2 questions for Lou. Number 1 is, how many teeth was she missing? And number 2, what time was her parole hearing the next morning?
Damn.
Well, maybe that's why you had to cut the date off early, because she had a early meeting with her parole officer.
Hey, we've all bottom fed. I mean, it is what it is.
Yep.
But it's better than being married. Fuck that shit.
Now you're talking our language.
Well, yeah, I did that. I'm just like you guys. One time, that's it. One time, one hit. That's it.
Yep.
I mean,
how long were you married, dude?
4.5 years.
And how many days in that time were happy?
The first 6 months.
Any kids?
No, thank God, no property and no kids. So it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy out. But this whole I'm like you guys. And one of the things that kind of got me attracted to your show was like how you guys decipher and kind of analyze relationships and just the whole scene.
Yeah.
And I'm totally with you guys, and I didn't know why the facts were the facts, and I didn't understand like what was going on. But as I got older, I knew what was going on, and you guys are the first people to actually kind of say, you know, that I've heard, you know, say like why this is happening, like what the fuck's going on with that shit, you know, like.
Well, we'll tell you what your parents won't tell you.
Exactly.
Well, I'm from Southern California, so it's even worse. You know, you know, at least in the Midwest, there's a couple of good chicks out there, but you know, for the most part, you know, the LA scene is pretty fucked, and you know, Orange County and all that. So anyway.
And how old are you?
I'm 40.
And when were you married? Were you married early, or is this recent, or?
Like in my late 20s to mid 30s.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And where did you meet this girl?
I met her through a mutual friend I had at the time, and she was from Texas originally, and I just kind of fell in love with that whole Midwest thing, that whole, you know, good old girl thing, you know, and she was a little bit different than the rest of the mutts out here.
Why, did she have a penis or something?
Yeah, right. maybe it would have worked out better. I mean, you know, nowadays, fuck it, you know, I mean, they seem to be more happy.
Yeah. Who broke up with who?
Know. I did.
Did she cheat?
No, but it was the whole. It was the whole like. In like when Neeley had that story about his wife and how they went to the Christmas party, and then, you know, she and then he went to his parents' house, and then she was like, "What the fuck? Let's go home."
Yeah. Wow, you are a hardcore old school fan, but go ahead.
Yeah. So it's just the inconsideration and like the self-centeredness, and all chicks have it. It's just some have it more than others, you know.
So I love these stories. I know I shouldn't, but I do. So how do you break up, and how does she react?
It got to the point where we were just fighting so much that it was sort of a mutual, but then we had split up for maybe like 3 months and separated, you know, and then I had met somebody that I wanted to date, and I invited her to lunch and told her lunch.
Oh, nice. You felt you owed her that?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so what happened to her? Did she remain in California, or did she go back to Texas?
She remained here for about another year, and then she went back.
Uh-huh.
And then she remarried and had a kid. and then I mean, I just feel sorry for the guy, you know. I mean, that, you know, like how you were saying how your ex like went through all these guys, you know. I mean, all these fucking victims, you know what I mean? Like, all these, it's, you know, you can, I mean, you can open up, like, you know how they have VA hospitals, you can fucking open up, like, men victims hospitals, you know, and have them go through, like, some kind of a treatment or something, you know, like. No, but, you know, it's the same thing, guys. I mean, you know this. I mean, you get with the chick, and it's good for 6 months, a year, and then all of a sudden they start, like, kind of controlling a little bit, and you find out they're kind of inconsiderate, and you find out they're self-centered, and then by the time you know it, you know, you've got brand new furniture, brand new cars, brand new fucking house, and you don't know how the shit's going to get paid for.
All right. So
you know,
how long did you date this chick before you married her?
About a year and a half.
Yeah, see, he's right in my category. This guy followed almost the same pattern as me.
My God.
I was a lot younger, but still the same pattern.
Dude, when I heard that story, I had flashbacks. Like, no, I mean, really, like, it was like the same fucking behavior. And that's the thing. Like, as guys, we sort of develop and we sort of mature as we go along in life. You know, like we change, right? We change, like we become better people, hopefully. But these fucking women, they're 16 for 50 fucking years. You know, like it's the same patterns, it's the same behavior, it's the same traits, it's the same story. Like it's like fucking, you know, it's like you know, a war story. It's like, you know, you're in Afghanistan and you have a fucking firefight. It's the same fucking flat shit. You know, it's the same fucking story. It's the same flashback.
Yep.
You know?
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, but go ahead.
So are you involved now? Are you involved with a chick now or anything like that?
No, I just kind of dabble here and there, and I just sort of keep to myself. I'm like you guys. Like
You remind me of Michael Douglas in Falling Down. You and me, we're the same.
Well, yeah, no, I know, and I mean, I'm a pretty good-looking guy. I mean, I do well with my career and income and everything, and I can pull some chicks. But you know what?
And the reason why is because you stay to yourself. You do your job. You make your money. You invest it or use it right. You put it away a little bit. That's why you have money and have a good job. Is because you manage yourself correctly.
Well, it's like I have friends that are obviously, you know, friends and family that are married, and like you guys say, and it's true. You know, I mean, I hate to be like trying to like blow smoke up your butts, but it's true. Like you know, you see these people in these relationships, right? And it's like they're fucking miserable. Like they dude, like the guys just want to get the fuck out for like 2 days. Oh man, get me out of the house. You know, oh, can you come over? Oh fuck, you know, like can you take me somewhere for a couple hours, or I'm gonna kill this fucking bitch. You know, like I mean, it's the same story. You know, and it's just like, you know, I see. And, you know, going back to like what you guys say is that, you know, I don't know anybody who's absolutely happy.
Yeah, I'm with you there. There's none that are in relationships. Absolutely zero.
I mean, either the guy is kind of happy, but he's paying through the fucking nose. Mm-hmm. You know, or you know, or you know, the girl's not happy because he's not making the money, or he won't buy the fucking furniture set, or you know, whatever the fuck it is, or you know, he won't buy a couple new cars every 5 years.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, what the fuck? You know, I mean, it's a struggle. Like marriage is a fucking battlefield, bro. Like.
Yeah, I think Pat Benatar sang it best. Love is a battlefield.
Yeah, I know.
Unfortunately, though, if you win, you still lose. So, and I stand by that every day of the week. The best marriage in the world is just the people that don't give enough of a shit about all the compromises they have to make. Fuck that.
Well, either they pay for their happiness, like they keep the chick, you know, happy that way, right? Or they just sort of mentally separate. You know, like they just it's a real. I mean, fuck, the Muslims have it right. If their bitches fuck around, they just stone them.
Is that what you're advocating, man?
little Sharia law.
I mean, that's the one thing I admire about that culture is the way they keep their women in fucking line, man.
That's the thing, huh?
I mean, no. I mean, yes. I mean, yes. I mean, and if you look at that, if you look at their culture, I mean, they don't have no fucking. You know, there's no like couples, you know, fucking counseling. You know, it's you know, stay in line.
So you'd be willing to pray to Muhammad if you could throw acid in your chick's face when she acts up?
Well, I don't know about that, but. You know,
you said you'd stone her, for God's sakes. How is that less bad?
Well, first of all, the chicks don't even go out of line. I mean, they know that culture and society is not going to put up with some self-centered fucking bitch cunt shit.
Good point.
You know,
all right.
I mean, these chicks are happy. I mean, fuck. I mean, they're happy if they have a fucking cardboard roof over their head over there. You know. These chicks over here, they want $1 million house. Dude, these fucking women, they want an $800K house over here. And if you don't provide that, and if you don't provide that house, if you don't provide that house, I mean, it's, if your chick is going to work punching the clock every day, she hates your fucking ass.
That's true. That is true.
But really.
Mm-hmm.
If your chick is not like a power career girl, like making like $100K, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where she kind of like loves her job, and she's like a lawyer, doctor, medical field, or some shit like that, or a high level accountant. I mean, if she's working at like some medical clinic, fucking, Mexican speaking medical clinic, punching a fucking clock for $10 an hour, dude, she's resents your fucking ass.
Yep.
I
agree.
I mean, and again, it's just, what do you do with these fucking people? I mean, they're 16 forever.
Well, you stay away from them just like you do.
Well, I mean, I try, but I kind of slip a little bit. But it's,
I know.
It's wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
Sure.
It's
And what part of California are you living in?
Riverside, which is about like maybe.
I know where Riverside is.
Yeah. It's
right
by Ontario. You drove trucks, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, I used to live just north of you, so I used to live up in Victorville, so I know where that's at.
Oh, Victimville.
Yeah, Victimville, the meth capital of the world.
No, it really is. It really is.
Yeah.
But so it's. I mean, this area outside of LA used to be pretty reasonable, but the last 10, 12 years, I mean, the houses have gotten fucking stupid ridiculous, and people are just moving out of state.
Oh.
They don't want to be taxed like 15% of their income tax, and then on top of all the state taxes and all the bullshit, all the sales tax, and then for all these fucking spics to be on $40,000 a year of fucking welfare.
Right. And then,
what I mean?
Isn't it in that state too? If you get divorced, it's just an automatic cut it in half, right?
Oh, you mean as far as divorce? Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's. I mean, you're fucked.
Ugh.
It's like Gene Simmons said. Like one of the things that kike he says that I like is, is like, why are you going to get married and take a coin flip on your complete life savings?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Right. I mean, it's just ridiculous, And the last 10, 20 years or so, especially in this state, the women are entitled. They're going through a sexual revolution, so they're kind of like. There's no status quo. There's no peer pressure to stay together. There's no conditional like kind of behavior. There's no condition. There's no discipline in the relationship, right?
Right.
So they just go amok. They fucking run amok.
Mm-hmm. Well.
And then the guys who are married for say over I think it's 10 years for alimony, but I got some friends that make really good money, and they're just pissed at their scumbags because they know that if they leave, it's alimony for the rest of their life.
Jeez. How long have you been holding this all in, dude?
Oh, dude, I'm just kind of excited to talk to you guys, but I talk to friends. I got a lot of friends who are divorced, and it's the same story, dude. It's the same thing. It's you get married, everything's good for 6 months, and all of a sudden they're pissed because Jane down the street got a new fucking X5 SUV, and hey, can we get whatever, and then a couple months later it's like, oh, we need a new furniture set for fucking $8,000, and you're like, dude, don't you want to put that in retirement? It's like, oh, you're just being fucking, it's my money, blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine, bitch, then go run up the credit cards for $40,000-$50,000, and then now what? It's just, it's the same, it goes back to the same shit. Every guy I know that's married has money problems.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not necessarily money problems, but they got money, they have a money
issue
with.
There's some issue.
Yeah,
there's some issues.
It's they don't have enough in retirement that they want to have. You know, they're constantly paying on credit cards. You know, they're constantly, you know, buying new cars like every 3 to 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's just, and if they don't, the women just fucking go haywire.
Right.
You know, and then now you did, and now these putzes do it, right? These suckers just do it because they just don't want to go through that breakup.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So these guys are just, you know, these guys are just, you know, they have 2, 3, 4 kids, and then now they're really fucking stuck, and then now they're like, just wanting to, you know, fucking take their brand new cars and go 150 miles an hour up the 15 freeway to try to kill themselves. You know, that brand new X5, that does like 160 miles an hour. You know, they want to run that fucker right off PCH in the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah, they run right off the side of the Cajon Pass.
Yeah, yeah. You know, and they're just, and you guys are right. And I think it's you, Chris, that say they're every guy I know that's married is just miserable.
Yeah, every one of them.
Every one of them. Every one of them. And even when the relationship is like sort like going kind of pseudo good, kind of good, like even like you know, just mechanically it's working out. Yeah. Emotionally, the guy is just done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, dude, and I'll tell a story without telling a name, and Neeley, I'll tell you the name later if you want to know. But I was out at a show. I won't even say what show because it'll kind of give it away to his chick who I know listens. But I'm out at a show, and a friend comes up to me at the show and sits down next to me, and he's like, "Hey, what's up, man? You know, excited about the gig, blah blah blah, whatever." And I'm sitting there, and I, you know, I'm a social media guy when it comes to shows. I'm posting videos and pictures and tagging people and all that other shit. First thing he says to me is, "Don't tag me in anything. My wife doesn't know I'm here." And I mean, this is somebody that I think is of all my friends is one of the tippy top best relationships of anybody that I know. And he literally was like, "Don't tag me in anything. I don't want her to know that I'm here." And I'm like, "Really?" And he's like, yeah, man, I don't need the hassle. I'm like, okay, fair enough. You know, but it's like, dude, that's a good relationship. Fuck that.
Yes. And I know guys who are in so-called quote-unquote good relationships. Like, we'll have like poker night, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And these guys, like, when it gets to be about like 9 p.m., like not to 9 to 10 p.m., they're like, gotta go. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? The night just started.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, it's the same thing. Well, you know, my wife, you know, she wants to watch, you know, the last episode of fucking so-and-so with me, and, you know, I've got to fucking go, you know, blah, blah, blah.
Or even worse, they won't blame the wife. They'll lie. They'll be like, "Yeah, you know, I got a bunch of shit to do in the morning, you know, and I can't stay out late." Maybe it's 9:10 or something. It's like, yeah, sure, you got stuff to do in the morning. You told your wife you'd be home at 9:30, you faggot. That's what happened.
Well, yeah, dude, I used to break all those rules. Like, I'd come home at, like, you know, and I never cheated or fucked around. You know, I was really good about that shit. But, like, I mean, I'd get home at, like, you know, 1 a.m. or some shit, and, you know, I'd get the whole fucking, like, the couch fucking thing, you know, and, you know, like the door's locked, like fucking, like, the 3 locks are locked. I only have 2 keys, you know, and all that fucking horse shit, you know.
Hell,
it's just fucking.
Dude, I got accused of mentally cheating because I talked about sexual shit on this show. Meanwhile, I was at home. She knew where I was. She knew I wasn't out cheating. But I was mentally cheating because I was talking about sex.
Well, I mean, at least we know now. I mean, some guys are fucked.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, really fucked. I mean, like assets or business or like, like 4 kids that are like all a year apart and they're like still 10 or 5 or whatever, just shit like that. So anyways.
Yep. Well, I know all about that. Believe me, I walked the greatest tightrope in the history of mankind, not having to pay alimony or give up any of my business or my house. That was glorious.
Well, I worked with a guy for a while that had a side business, and you guys know this. I mean, you cannot have a business if you're married and the wife not be involved.
Oh, I
mean, if it's a side thing or something, like if it's a small enough business. Well, maybe, yeah. I mean, I guess you, but I mean, every guy I know that's owned or like any business owner that I know, his fucking cunt is just all up his ass at with the books, and questioning like expenses and like fucking Indian tales. Like fuck it just doesn't apply to Indian women. It's all women who are attached to their significant other in a business.
Right. Sure.
No,
I get it.
I mean, it's just, and again, a lot of people will say like, oh, you just can't find anybody, or, oh, you're just envious, or, oh, there's something wrong with you. No, dude. No, I make a good living. I'm a half decent looking guy. I can go out there and put on the show and the pony, like the dog and show thing and pony dog, whatever the fuck. I can do the whole 9 yards, but it's just, why am I going to go through that process again? I guess what you guys learn as well as I have is that it's a cycle, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, you start good, and then it starts to get kind of weird, and you hold on for a while, and then it goes south, and then you got to go through the whole fucking breakup, and then there you go.
Not again. No, thank you. Not interested.
Yeah. So anyway, all right, I'll let you guys go. Hail and kill, and I'll talk to you later.
Well, before you go, dude, how long have you been in the Riverside area?
Oh, all my life.
Right.
I work in tech, so I did some traveling for a few years. I went up to Wisconsin, and I went up to like New Hampshire, and then I was in Texas for a while, and then so I've been all over. I lived all over, but I'm from primarily. I've lived here all my life.
I hear you. Well, I used to go to a club there called Whiskey Creek. Are you familiar with it?
Shit. You know what? That name sounds very familiar, but the clubs in this neck of the woods come and go so much. Like, with it's like the wild, or it used to be like the Wild West out here, like where just people would open up shacks with no fucking licenses and shit, and it would go for like 6 months before the broke county would go even give them an audit,
right?
But where do you roughly know exactly where that is?
I don't recall. It's been so long. It was right off the 10 there, but it was a rock club. It was called Whiskey Creek. It was all about rock and roll, and KCAL used to do live nights there a lot, and Stu and crew we used to broadcast.
Yeah. Maybe it was Redlands or San
Redlands.
Bernardino.
Redlands.
Redlands. Yeah. Yes. Now I know. Yep, I do know. I remember. Yep. But again, it's been years and years. I don't remember anything about it.
Cool.
But yeah, I mean, this state is, just real quick before I go, this state used to be the gem of the world, man. Like, it was wonderful here. And then the fucking Browns came over and just wrecked the whole fucking deal.
And he's not talking about the football team.
What?
Dude,
what,
I mean...
my team? Cleveland Browns?
No, I mean, these fuckers are so into fraud. Like, when I used to hire, right? Real quick, I'm sorry. Like, when I used to hire, they would on their applications, like, it would be like, okay, like the guy applying his name would be Steve Martinez, right? Okay, Steve Martinez. And then they're so fucking dumb. Their IQs are like 85 on the average, right? So on the emergency contact, it would be Cynthia Gonzalez, wife. I'm like, wait a minute. The fucking guy's name is this, and her name is that, but it's the wife? What the fuck's going on here, right? And like when we would fill out all the benefit paperwork and all this and the payroll and blah, 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 I'd be like, I asked this one guy, this one American, like, Hispanic guy that's, was born here. I go, dude, what's going on with all these applicants that are fucking putting the wife's, the wife has a different name than what he had, blah, blah, blah. He's like, well, it's because she's gaining all the bennies. He's not in the house, or, he's not, quote, wink, wink, not in the house. He's a separate entity from her so that she can get all the benny, all the benefits, And these benefits cost, in California, they roughly make up about $40,000 a year.
Jeez.
Average. And it's even more if you have, like, if you have multiple kids, because these fucking people can do 2 kids a year. I mean, so, I mean, the state's broke. The housing, the price of housing has gone through the roof because of supply and demand. Nobody wants to live next to these fucking, SUVs that have 24-inch rims on them, and Bud Light cans on the side of the house with a dirty mattress, and and fucking just boom 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 music everywhere. And I mean, dude, you have to literally buy, and I'm serious. You have to buy $1 million house to raise your kids.
Crazy.
You have to buy $1 million house to go get into a school system, a school district that is half decent, right? Where you can take a walk at 10 o'clock at night if you want to with your cunt wife. I mean, the state is done, dude. It's done. It's over. But I'm looking to move to the Midwest for the next 3 years if I'm lucky. But yeah, so.
All right, man. Well, you've been more than entertaining for me.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Hail and kill. Call you next time.
All right.
Hail
Later.
and kill. Now, there's a guy who listens to the show.
Yeah, no kidding. Jesus Christ.
He knows every story. And the funny thing is when a guy like that calls and he's very, articulate and very, he's got a point. It's just like, it just makes me realize how some people hang on to every word you and I say.
Yeah, well, they listen. And like he said, he's fascinated. We're telling his story.
Yeah.
And I guess that's probably why a lot of people listen, because we sort of say the things that they can't say or don't normally hear or whatever.
Perhaps.
We're not politically correct. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, no kidding.
This segment sure proves that. What a wacky segment, huh?
Yeah,
Jesus.
it just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, no kidding.
Thank you, Huey Lewis.
Totally, you probably had something planned.
I had nothing planned. I was just sitting there just kind of getting things in order. And then the Huey Lewis thing hit me, and then Lou from the Lou, and our friend here from Riverside, California.
Right.
Holy shit!
All right, and an hour and 10 done.
Yeah, so good. And people would never believe you guys didn't have that planned. No, that wasn't planned.
None of it. No.
So good. All right, well, I need a break, and we'll come back. We'll wrap up the show. I'm going to leave you with some vicious rumors.
Okay.
This is When Love Comes Down.
Cool.
It's Vicious Rumors exclusively here.
On your Classic Metal Show.
Hey, this is Jeff Thorpe of Vicious Rumors, and you're listening to the Classic Metal Show.